replacing the filter caps and the audio output transistor on the Zenith solid-state radio. Good afternoon, YouTube, on this Tuesday at 12:08. I am with you here again at the bench. Seems like that's a common theme here lately, but I think it's appropriate for the work to be done. I don't know, I probably didn't show you this, but this is the 22,000 microfarad cap that we'll be using for the replacement of the larger, physically larger cap here on the 970. 20,000, I can't hardly read the rest of it, but definitely 20,000 microfarad. And not saying this was bad, because it did work. Maybe detected a slight bit of hum, but not much. But this is this is the 22,000. Now this is 25 volt, which I believe the only, I think it was 18 volts or 15 volts is all that goes up to. So this is fine. So this is our replacement. Now what I've got to do is make this fit this, and to do that I'm got some these rolls. You know what these rolls are. These are toilet paper rolls, and I'll cut out some pieces of that and insert in there, and we'll make a proper holder for this, so that I can just basically replace it where it was at and use everything the same way as it was. So that's one job I have to do. Now that's just one. The other items, oh, and I did get the other two caps that need to be replaced. There's one of them. I think that's the, I can't tell what it is, but there's the other one. So I have ones, and those are, let me show you those difference there. I think you can see it. I may have to be a little bit, but there's the two right there that are going to be replaced by these little tiny things here. So things change, you know how that works. Nextly, what I have in front of me here now, I think I bought these some time ago to use for this exact purpose. I don't know what else I would have bought them for, but these are 100 microfarad at 160 volt caps, and let's see, there you go. I think you can see that, 160, 100, okay. And these are the ones that are going to be used to replace the filter cap. And here's the other one there. These are 220 at 25 volt, I think is what these are. Yeah, 220 at 25 volt. Now those are the two sections of the radio, the Zenith radio that we were looking at yesterday. This big filter cap here. So that's going to be removed, and those two will be replacing those. And we'll get that done. Now also, I think I mentioned, I know I did, that this output transistor needs to be replaced as well, because this is one from the other radio, and I'm going to put that back in the other radio because it works fine. And I bought one to go in here. Again, it's the TO66 type. Same basic transistor, but in that different package. And it will fit in there. I think I've shown it good enough to where you can see it. But it does have the cutout that is needed for the pins to come through, and these are where it's connected to. So that will fit in there just fine. And I did actually find that. It came to me last night in bed. I do some of my best thinking there. But basically I found it, and it will be always have a hard time getting this. Okay, here it is. The NTE 124, and you can see, no, you can't see, now you can see, there it is, right there. That's what she looks like, and that's the one I need for that to work. I'll put some heatsink compound on it, get that one out. I'll have to tune up my soldering iron, get that warmed up, and that's probably what I'll do next. This is what I want to get this done first. I want to get this radio completely done and back in its cabinet, so where it's actually done. You know, these projects, I told you at the beginning of the year I was going to go back through these old projects and try to knock a few of them out, and that's what I'm doing in the midst of doing everything else. So you know how that goes. So like I said, that's what we're going to try to do today, and stay with me and we'll be right back with you. Alright, we're back again. I have the new caps in. Here's the 20 or 220 here, and here's the 100. They are wired in correctly. I have the old transistor out and cleaned that up, and I cleaned up around this resistor. I also measured this resistor. It's a 350 ohm. It measures I got several different things. The leads are pretty corroded and things like that. So I got one was 376, one was 382. So close enough. It's not going to hurt anything being a little high. So gonna fix that, or gonna leave that in there, and then we're gonna go ahead and put our new transistor in here. Put some silicon compound on the back side, because that's where it'll come through. Let me get it out here real quick and we'll show you how it looks. Alright, well, it looks like it's got to go this way. Pretty much like that. There's the holes are lined up now. There's your emitter and your base there coming out. And the case is collector, so that's the way that's going to fit in there. And we'll hook up our wires to it, and that'll be it. So let me get that done, and I'll bring you back and show you what it looks like. I'm back once more again. It's 1:34 now in the afternoon. As you can see, I have the new transistor in place. It's tightened up with these new 2 screws and nuts. The two I did check. I did check the continuity between the collector, which is the case of the transistor, and the place that's marked collector on the board. There is continuity there, and don't really need a separate wire for that. But these two here, the base is on top here, goes down to where it says B on the board. E is here, goes down to where it says E there, and I think that's going to do it. I sure hope so anyway. So that should complete the entire operation here. Two of the capacitors are in. That cleaned up, but that's just like leaking. I don't know what it's leaking, but it's just it's flakes falling off of that resistor. I don't know. I guess that's just part of the way the composition of the resistor, maybe. I don't know. But what I'm going to do here is plug it in and see if it works. That would be advisable, I think. And if it does work, then we'll be probably putting it back into the cabinet and sitting it up on the shelf somewhere, because, you know, it's another project out of the way that's done completely. I did notice the one of the other things here. Where's my pointer? Oh, there it is. I think you can see it over here. This blue one, I remember I pointed that out yesterday, that I thought maybe I hadn't replaced that, and I didn't. That's a non-polarized capacitor, and I didn't have one to do that with. This is a Nichicon, so I don't think there's any problem with it. I think it'd be alright. For where it's at, there's no voltage, real voltage on it or anything like that. It's coupling cap, basically, for between the radio stage and the audio stage. So if there, you know, comes to a time where I need to, or I find one of those, and I can just go ahead and replace it. But for now, it's going to be just fine, I think. I'm debating on whether or not to actually try to tune this up a little bit. As you can see, we have several cans here to tune up. It's actually a pretty good radio. I think it's I always liked Zenith radios. They seem to be well made, and they seem to work pretty good. So let me get this plugged in, and we'll take this up to a station we can listen to that we don't have to worry about a copyright. So hang on.
Every day, all around the world, this centuries-old art form is thriving. Classical music is made new with fresh interpretations of the great works and with groundbreaking premiere.
All right, you can hear it. It sounds all right. Works pretty good. Happy with that.
I'm Fred Child.
No crackling or popping. No cracking or popping. Think it's going to be fine. So this is, like I say, the repair of the radio is complete. Recap, whatever you want to call it. This was a repair because of the crackling audio it had. So that has been completed. It does work fine.
Listen to All Things Considered and hear the bigger picture every afternoon.
All Things Considered, Monday through Friday at 4 on WFIU2.
In the mood for a little new and classic jazz? Looking for some laid-back sounds and friendly conversation?
So I think it's a pretty good indication it is fixed.
Johnson, inviting you to swing on by
and I'm happy about that.
From 3 to 5 for just you and me.
And I think what we're going to do is, for right now, I'm going to post this video, and then we'll go from there. I may come back, and I've got an idea. I'm going to post up a picture here of my idea. For those who don't know what this is, it's a voltage doubler. And I have to rectify the signal coming into the VOM anyway. So I figure, you know, why not boost it a little bit with a voltage doubler at the same time. And I think maybe that will cure our problem of having to turn the volume up so high to get a decent reading on the meter. So that's my idea, and I'm going to be playing around with that either this evening or tomorrow, and we'll see how that goes. But I really think that you know, that would be a good answer to the dilemma, and I think that would help a great deal to boost that signal. And so I'm going to try it and see what happens, and I'll do a version where we basically the same signal going in, and we'll test it with no boost, and then we'll test it with the boost and see what kind of readings we get. So that would be interesting to play around with, I think. So that's a good idea, and I think anyway. So all right, you guys have a wonderful day. It is 1:41 now, and you guys, like I say, have a good day. Thanks so much for watching, and I want to also thank all you subscribers, new subscribers, old subscribers, everybody out there who subscribes to my channel and makes it, I won't say possible, but makes it better to have somebody to talk to and somebody to comment and things like that. I really do enjoy the comments. So any of you guys out there who thinks your comment may not really be meaningful or whatever like that, go ahead and comment, because I enjoy talking to you guys and conversing. I'm kind of looking forward to 1,000 subscribers, because at that point I can use the community page to post my comments and things like that that pertain to the channel. I think you have to have 1,000 subscribers before you can use that feature, and I'm really kind of looking forward to that. And that way it gives, you know, people can comment on it as well, I believe, and that way people can, you know, there's a back and forth type situation where we can, you know, talk back and forth. And because YouTube did away with the other thing where they messenger, whatever it was, and so you can't really do that anymore. I think they have one, but it's not very well liked because nobody's using it. So anyway, you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching, and we will see ya.